Hey guys, how are we doing? Trust we are doing great. Today we want to look at 5 types of men you should never marry. Yes, those kind of men you should run away from. All right, before we just jump right into it, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I do not take this for granted at all. Thank you so much. You that is looking at me, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I promise to make it worth your time. It's going to be worth it. All right, we'll just jump right into it. Our number one is going to be unruly men. Yeah, there are men who are unruly. Those men that no one can talk to them. You know, they are so full of themselves. No one can calm them down when their head is touching. No one can tell them what to do. They do not have anyone they have respect for. Those are not the kind of men you want to be with. Okay, please. You'll be doing yourself a favor. You'll be saving yourself a lot of headache by saying no while it is still time, while you can. Please stay away from this kind of men. Stay away from this, because definitely there will always be offenses. So how are you going to put that up? Where would you run to? How are you going to fix it? A man who cannot say, let's fix it, that man is definitely going to stress you. So unruly men that are unruly, men who has no fear for anyone. At least before you get serious with any man, please let them take you to someone or people, more than 1, 2, 3 people they have respect for. Someone that can talk to them and they will hear. Very important. The second type of men you should never marry, men who are abusive. Yeah. If he's abusive, please stay clear. Whether physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, social media abuse, anyone, whatever it is. Chances are, if he's abusive, trust me, he's going to be so opinionated. He's going to be violent. He's hot-tempered, definitely. All these are brothers and sisters. So I'm not sure how you're going to cope with all of this. So while you can, please say no to men who are abusive. Any form of abuse is not accepted. You cannot deal with that for a very long time. It's capable of messing your mental health up. It's capable of even killing you. Trust me, you can't cope with that for a long time. So stay away from abusive men. Stay away. We see the signs before things start getting serious. So do not ignore it. Number 3, mommy's boys. Yeah. All those guys that used to call their mommy, that one is the first sign. Mommy. Okay. A mommy's boy is not who you should be with, honestly. I'm not sure the person is mature to even handle relationships. The person is not mature to take decisions, because certainly the mom will have a lot of influence on your relationship, where you need to take sensitive decisions. It will always be my mom this, my mom that, my mommy said, my mommy this, my mommy that, and that could be very, very annoying, right? I don't know, for lack of a better word, that could be very annoying. I am not sure you are ready to face all that is involved. You need to marry a man who knows, who is matured enough to handle his own, who knows the value of having you in his life, and knows the boundary that should exist between the mom, yourself, the relationship, who is able to protect that relationship to any length, to avoid unnecessary control. Sometimes it's not just necessary, right? All those control, all those influence is not just necessary. To most of the time, it does more harm than good. So stay away from mommy's boys. Number 4, another type of men you should never marry, men without vision. Yes. A man who does not have where he's going to, who does not know where he's going to, a man who has no plans in place on, his next steps. He's not the kind of man you want to be with. Trust me. A man who does not have vision for himself will certainly not have for you. So from what they are doing and how they are handling what they currently do, you can tell if the person can achieve more. somehow you can tell. You can tell. So there are men that usually, this is in this year has not ended already. Person is saying, I'm gonna by next year, I'm gonna, just be, you know, he will never start anything. He will never begin. He's always putting up excuses, one reason or the other, for not starting up anything, for not striving in anything, for not being consistent in something. So those kind of men, I'm not just sure you're going to be good to go with this kind of men. So you see the signs already, and I beg you, do not ignore them. Marry a man. I will not tell you to marry a man that has money. Money is very, very important. So don't let me, I'm not going to deceive you. Money is important. For men with vision, any man with vision, and any man who understands, what it takes to pursue their goals, trust me, can give you any kind of lifestyle, any desirable kind of lifestyle, trust me. So marry a man with vision, marry a man who knows where he is going. Number 5, do not marry a man who is insecure or jealous. Yes. When you're in a relationship with someone, they should by all means be your biggest fan. They should be able to celebrate your wins. They should be able to, be happy with your achievements, with the milestones that you cross. So if they are jealous and insecure, you are going to experience stagnation in that relationship. In every part of your life, you're going to experience it. I'm not here to tell you that these are things, because who you marry determines how far you go in life. To an extent, it determines how far you go in life. So be very sure not to settle for someone who will feel insecure for your next level, who feels insecure for your next achievement. It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense in all of this. So marry a man who is not insecure or jealous, a man who wants to even invest in you, who wants to make you better than you are before you came to his life. So that's the goal. All right. So don't marry a man who is insecure. This is our last point. There are just so many. Okay, let me give you a bonus. Do not marry a man who is stingy, who is overly financially conservative. It doesn't make sense, honestly, because love is all about sharing. You know, you're not going to be, I want to believe I'm talking to a good girl, right? Yes. You're not going to put all your problem on this man's head, but there are certain things a man should just handle. A man should just cover up for whoever that is in his life, right? If he can, depending on his level. So it doesn't really matter. Giving doesn't really matter how much you have. It has to do with the heart that wants to give, right? So do not settle for someone who cannot share what he has, no matter how little, with you. Love starts from there, sharing. If they can't share with you, chances are, I don't want to tell you that they don't love you. All right, we're going to end this video right now. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoy watching it. I want to hear something from you. I want to hear other type of men that you think women should not settle for. All right, I'm going to see you right on the next one. Do not forget to stay subscribed, and bye bye.